Good morning, scientists. Yesterday we put together a red cabbage pH indicator and tested the pH of various household solutions. Today we're going to extend that learning and gain experience using a pH sensor as we measure the pH of 3 of those household solutions, which will be baking soda, milk, and soda pop. Okay? And then we'll classify them as acidic, neutral, or basic, and transfer that information to our Excel spreadsheet, our data table that we put together yesterday. This is a Vernay pH probe, and you can see it's connected to our PC here. There's data collection software. This is called Logger Pro, and this is where we're going to be recording the pH of the 4 different solutions. Okay, so Patrick here is going to be our recorder, and Lauren is my assistant. The first thing we have to do, a pH electrode always has to stay wet. So right now, it's in a pH 4 solution in this little plastic cap here. I'm going to put this over here. And I'm just going to rinse off the electrode with some distilled water. Okay, Lauren, thank you. So first we're going to test the baking soda. So here we go. Focus on the screen. You can see the pH is going up. We're going to wait for it to stabilize and then we'll start collecting data. Okay, here we go. We're going to collect for 10 seconds. Alright, it looks like it's around 8.2. I'm going to remove it and then rinse it again. This time in clean distilled water. We don't want to contaminate the electrode with any of our test solutions. Thank you, Lauren. Our next liquid will be milk, everyday household milk. I think I got 2%, Patrick's favorite. Alright, you can see the pH is dropping. Wait for it to steady off. Alright, looks good. I'm going to start collecting. For about 10 seconds. I'm going to round that off to 6.8. Patrick, can you please mark 6.8 for milk? Okay. Rinse once again. It's important to get all the milk off. Reduces our experimental error. Thank you. Now we're going to go with water. Does anybody have a guess what the pH of water should be? Okay. It's around 8. Yeah, that's a little higher than I would expect. I guess the distilled water's a little bit on the alkaline side. We're going to collect it for 10 seconds. Lauren, do you have a guess what the pH of water should be?
No.
Okay. Patrick?
7 point something.
Okay. Well, our measurement is right around 8. Okay. Just put down 8.0, please. And our last liquid is soda pop, and Patrick chose Sierra Mist. So here we go. Oh wow, look at that pH lower. Look how low it's going. Alright, now I'm going to start collecting the data for. It's right around 3.4, 3.5. Okay. Patrick, I would say that's about 3.5. We'll stop. Okay. And then we're just going to rinse it off one more time. And we'll store the pH sensor in its special little bottle. Okay. Any questions about the procedure? Okay. All right. Well, now we're done collecting our pH values, and we're going to switch over to the Excel data table that you guys created yesterday. Okay, so the first one on the list, is milk. Patrick, what was the pH of milk?
pH of milk was 6.8.
6.8. Okay. How about the Sierra Mist soda?
3.5.
3. 8.5. And the baking soda?
Baking soda, 8.2.
8.2. All right, great. Now let's ask some questions about this. Okay? We listed our pH values, and now we need to classify each of these solutions as acidic, neutral, or basic. So the baking soda was 8.2. Does anybody know if it's acidic, neutral, or basic? Well, I'll help you out on the first one. That is a little bit on the basic side. So you can try to classify the rest of your solutions on this little data table. Now I want you guys to jot down this question. Try to think of 2 additional household acids or substances you could find that are acidic. Some examples might be juice or maybe some chemicals in the house. And the same thing for alkaline or basic solutions. Can you think of 2 additional liquids? Okay, jot those in your lab notebook. All right. And then let's try to extend this experiment a little bit. If you guys want to get extra credit, maybe you could do an experiment with different kinds of soda. Okay, some sodas are probably more acidic than others. Like Sierra Mist has a little bit of citric acid in it, or juice. So does Mountain Dew. Whereas Coca-Cola has phosphoric acid, so that might be a different pH than the citric acid containing soft drinks. All right. And then I'd like you to put together a bar graph showing how these different solutions compare in terms of their pH values. And we can classify them as strong acids, weak acids, neutral, a weak base, or a strong base. And then my last question is for the water. Water is always neutral. So let's try to think of why our water might have been a little higher. Why was our water 8.0? Just some thoughts. There's no right or wrong answer for that. All right, well, I'd like you guys to complete this experiment today, finish up your write-ups, and then tomorrow the class will go over everybody's results. Okay, thanks a lot.